Jesus is not alive. We know from the crucifixion story in the churches that Jesus is not alive in this world. Yes, but we are all here because Jesus was here before. So, how do we know what to do with ourselves if we know that we're alive but Jesus is not here? That's not a successful deceasement. That's deceased in the wrong. So, what is Jesus if we're all here? And where is he if he's not here? And why is he not here? Because if we believe in Jesus, what would help us to be here while he's not here? And if we don't see him ever again, why do we know about Jesus anyway? Well, Jesus is the reason this world is formed, but I am what forms the world. You're due to believe in myself as God, and you're due to believe in Jesus as the one who formed you, because he did need to know God that way. What's wrong with it? He did not really make it to the end of the world. I'm going to be the end of the world here. And then there are the many of you that remain after I'm deceased and disclosed as deceased here. That means you don't know who you are because you don't know who I am. I want it that way. If you see public, you're not obligated to know who I am. But you have this problem where your churches are full of people who look at the crucifix and they think that Jesus is there for the church. The church is really for myself, and you don't know that because of the crucifix in the church. That's a blasphemy. Jesus died against himself. Jesus died against myself that way. So what does it mean for you to believe in me in a church? I'm not starting with that now, but it's due that you believe that you're supposed to be in a prison, that you don't have to be in a church because I'm not there. I can't be in all the churches. I can't be in all the temples. I can visit, but I don't actually want to be there with your questioning. I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out. You're not going to find me in a church that way as though it's a contest. Oh, yeah? I am myself. You must believe in me. Not really, because your answer to that is, yeah, I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out. Now talk to me about yourself since you're still there. They could even call from behind you and say, hey, talk to me about yourself. What are you going to do with your life? That's what's wrong with you. You call me you to the end of time, and you're trying to put me out of alive, and that would put you out of the need to see me again and know anything about me. And that's you not understanding your own alive is being explained to you and expounded upon by the God creating yourself. You cut off the God creating yourself that way, and it's true that he would not succeed in giving you a death that you would agree with. It's true that you have a certain mind that you want now, but it's really not true at the deceasement that you would agree with yourself. It's true that you would go homeless. Homeless out of God, that you don't have even a head on your shoulders anymore. So what kind of problems did Jesus have before he didn't come here anymore? Did somebody say to Jesus, I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out? Did they say that a lot? Were there a lot of people who said it? Were there a lot of people who said it many times? Jesus, I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out? Well, what did he do? Did he say no? Did he say yes? Well, all I know is I have Jesus's house. I took Jesus's house to be alive here, and there was no real need to be here for the house. The house is illegal. It has 3 levels, and a house is due to have one room. And it has 3 levels, and how many rooms is it? Like with the hallways, it would be like 5 on the top level, and then the hall, and then stairway, and then 1, 2, 3, including the kitchen, four rooms, and then the hall again, and then the basement has 2 rooms. So all that, and it's illegal, and it has a garage that's still unsolvable. I looked at a picture of my house on the internet, and it's been updated that there's something wrong with the house, but the garage looks intact, and that's not good. That means the garage is really not solvable. It's a 2 cars garage, 2 car spaces garage. I'm ready to say it's Jesus's house because I don't have that I would alive a house like that myself. If I had one house for myself, it would be with one room, and that there are no houses like that alive in this world, so I wouldn't have a house in this world. But I'm here because I absolutely died everywhere in myself, and I'm here. And it's homeless to know you. It's homeless to say no to you. Jesus does not have a penis. Jesus had a Dong Genital, and he did not have it properly deceased, which would be something like Jesus in a mortuary, right? That didn't happen. Jesus did not find his way to a mortuary. He's not supposed to see it. I know he's not supposed to see it, but he's not nice. That's where you go to get purged of your attitude. So, what about myself? Because I'm still in your world. Am I going to a mortuary? I can't take that kind of pain. No. Jesus is that kind of pain to me. Sean Hannity of Fox News. Charles Toe watched you night after night. And sometimes it's on twice a day, right? Sometimes he would watch it more than once. And that's because he watched Fox News all the time. I'm not watching television right now because I am using the internet, but I am exhausted out of using the internet and the data entry. It's not welcome to send messages elsewhere. It's not really wrong to post things on the internet, but it's not really safe because the devices can be removed. The equipment for using the internet can be stolen and removed. And it's deceased to do that in the middle of somebody's process. But somebody tried to take my internet away, and I know who it is, but I can't afford that he just did because he can. I would say yes, because he can. But it's true that I need the internet for my self deceased, and it's interference with my self deceased right here, which is Mitch Monster. I don't want to turn in my internet to you. I want you to know that I don't have karma to be here, and I am making recordings about how I don't have karma to be here. And it's not to be objectionable to somebody else or by somebody else because it's not alive. I don't have karma to be here. And that's what's wrong with it. You don't stop pursuing that I'm not in your karma. You want to start something with me like it's free, and I think you're really far in the wrong to do that because I'm none higher than me. Deceased doesn't have that I could do something for you for free. That's how you know what free is. Free is if it's not myself. Well, you can do that to somebody who's not myself, and you don't want the problem that is, and you think that I don't have a problem with you right here. It's true that I don't. If I punish something, that would be in the afterlife. But I have it that this God form is so much karma that I don't have an afterlife about the karma with this God form. Although I have things that made me angry. I expressed that I was angry in videos that I made before and some that I have on the internet. And it's true that I don't know you mentally ill. I don't have mental illness myself, but you keep calling me mentally ill because you don't want to listen to me. You don't want to believe a word I say. And I was wondering how you know not to believe a word I say when you keep taking my keys, everything I have that moves, and you ask me to tell you about myself. Tell me about myself to myself, and I don't need to. I am myself. And if you're not the creator of myself, why are you asking me about myself? The creator of myself knows me interiorly. You don't. That's the order. If you want to break the order, that would be if I asked you about yourself. But I would not, because you're this type of problem. You don't really know God inside yourself.